that's what I would do too, right?
You throw your poop and pee everywhere?
I mean, if there was no sewage system, what do you do with it?
Okay.
Oh.
Danny was the guy literally 30 seconds ago going, oh, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Okay.
Made
Whatever,
the joke immediately.
I'm not going to call it a berry. That's a strawberry, a blueberry, and berry some poop. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
That movie asks philosophical questions that do not need to be answered.
Yeah. It's like, you just don't need that.
I don't want to bring that.
Yeah, we don't need all that.
Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
Welcome.
What's going on, Antonio and JT?
Nothing much.
And Jason?
Construction in front of the house again. Woo.
True.
More.
They're digging it up. There might be fossils beneath our house.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they find an ancient civilization on there and then they aren't allowed to touch it any further for like 10,000 years. Isn't that how it works? Like in Italy, when they're digging the tunnels, that as soon as they find an artifact, they're like, oh, can't do it no more.
Yeah, no, it's true. And for good reason.
Who cares?
Well, if you find an old structure, you got to say, "Oh, look at this old structure."
First of all, if the structure was buried and it went away that long ago, maybe there was a reason. Just leave it down there. Like I don't care about digging up.
That's
old
true. They
stuff.
did fail.
Yeah, like
failed.
we just constantly keep digging up failures.
Yeah.
True.
So you didn't make it here.
Yeah, it's
We're
like
still here.
what
Our
could
buildings are still here.
What could be in front of the house? Like a report card with an F on it. It's like I don't care about it. You know.
Nothing's here though. This area used to be swamps.
Yeah, but
The New York swamplands.
can't a dinosaur kind of drown in a swamp and then something happens underneath the ground?
Okay.
So there could be a dinosaur.
True.
Were there dinosaurs in North America?
Well, it was
Yeah.
Pangea.
I know the part that is this. Was there dinosaurs?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if it's just one thing, then I guess they're everywhere, right?
I hate the way you're speaking to me.
If it's
I
one,
hate the
if
way you're
it's
saying
if
to
it's
me.
one mass,
In
they're
this
everywhere.
Area. Forget about Pangea.
I mean,
in this area.
There's no certifiable way to know, like, oh yeah, a dinosaur stepped right outside our door.
Well, if there's a dead dinosaur there is.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, according to you, that's not even proof.
Wait, what?
Wait,
According to
what?
me?
You don't believe in fossils?
Oh, no, I first of all, Danny is, you guys are both completely misrepresenting what I think. I just think that we know fuck all about dinosaurs or any prehistoric shit, and we just find a fossil and assume a whole bunch of shit about it. You know what? Bro, you ever hear a documentary about megalodons?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and we think that they hunted in this way, and we think that they did this in this way, and we think that this was their behavior and size. You know what they found from megalodons?
A tooth?
Some teeth. That's it. And they're like, oh, their behaviors. This is how they hunted. Fuck you. You do not know that. Imagine someone found Danny's teeth, and then 1,000 years from now, and they're like, yep, and he liked to play a lot of Fortnite, and he liked to do this and that. And first of all, they'd be right. But secondly,
Yeah.
How could they know that?
In this fictitious scenario, you made them correct, which goes against your point. Just saying.
A lot of people on TikTok called you dumb. Supposedly,
You?
yeah.
I don't care.
Supposedly, the dinosaur science is very advanced.
The
Bro,
dinosaur
literally,
community
if
is
you
very
go
large.
back 30 years and take the same exact fossils, they construct it in this way, right? And the dinosaur stands like this and it moves like this. Then they find a new fossil and they go, oh, forget all of that. Forget what we said. Now we think that it looked like this.
Jay doesn't believe in the scientific
JT
method.
doesn't believe in dinosaurs, I'm starting to think, actually.
I think we just fill in a lot of gaps and we don't actually know the things that we say. Bro, you cannot make a documentary about a single dinosaur and like pretend to tell me that you know everything it did.
The megalodon tooth was very big, though. It was a very big tooth.
How do you know it's hunting behaviors from that?
Well, you kind of know if it's a canine tooth or a molar or something, don't you?
I didn't mean to get him riled up.
Yeah, look what you did.
I didn't mean to
Look
get him
what you
riled up.
did.
But you know how they also know about Pangea? Because they'll find like, oh, there's this dinosaur, this species of dinosaur on the tip of South America, and there's the exact same species, a fossil, in like Africa.
Yeah.
And they're like, how are these two exact same species so far away? And it's it used to be connected.
And, it is kind of convenient that if you really do look at the globe, all the pieces where we broke off kind of do look like a big puzzle. Like you could just kind of squish
Fit
together. It's, in some degrees of error, I'm sure. Jason, what are you looking up dinosaurs? What is it? What'd you find?
Oh, I was looking up how they can tell the behavior.
Preserved gut contents, eggs, nests, footprints, skin impressions, and even dinosaur poo. Do we have dinosaur poo?
Somebody does.
Look up Megalodon fossils. Because, bro, sharks don't have bones.
Yeah, sharks
right?
can't fossilize. Well, their teeth
So it's
can.
just their teeth.
Well, the picture. Dude, that's a
All-
big tooth, dude.
All made up, just their teeth. That's
I
what they
mean,
have.
you could kind of
Bro, that is a big
just
tooth.
from that you could.
I'm not saying megalodons aren't real,
Dude,
guys.
look at that
You're
tooth.
saying you didn't know they're aggressive, or
Jason,
I'm saying you don't know their fucking hunting behaviors from that.
that's a big tooth, dude.
It's a big tooth.
And
No
also,
one's disagreeing.
you can
that there's
jump.
a big
You can
tooth.
jump to a lot of conclusions.
you can jump
But-
to
and
many
guys-
conclusions. Point is, what would be the most shocking thing besides a body that they can find in front of our house under the ground?
Probably like a treasure.
No, we wouldn't know. They would just take it, those greedy bastards.
Oh, you're saying wait. Oh, you're just saying the most shocking. Like we don't get to keep it. Like it's just like the most
Well,
shocking.
we're not
I mean,
digging.
it would still be shocking.
Well, what kind of treasure? Like a treasure
Like
chest?
imagine if they just found a boat. How did it get here?
That would be crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying. Something like that.
A plane would be crazier.
A plane would be
A
crazier.
plane would be crazier.
You know, it would be crazy if they found a plane that predated our planes.
Well, now we're getting into something else. Here.
Now we're getting into like, who knows what kind of advanced societies
We have-
existed before ours.
We have nothing cool back in the day here. It was just swamps and wet and smelly.
Yeah.
Very smelly. But it wasn't any less smelly in the cities back then.
It was more smelly in the city.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
more,
more smelly.
more poopy.
They would throw their poop and pee everywhere.
True. Which I guess that's what I would do too, right?
You throw your poop and pee everywhere.
I mean, if there was no sewage system, what do you do with it?
Is that why the stoops
Better
were
in the
higher?
street
I
than
would-
the house.
I think I would bury it like a dog. Like I go outside, dig a little hole, poop in there, and then kick some dirt over it.
Am I the only one that hated the way he said bury?
Yeah.
Yes,
Can you repeat
I
that?
definitely did not like that.
Bury?
Bury.
What the fuck is that?
Barry.
You don't bury
Bury.
something.
You
Then
don't.
dig up.
he
You dig
doesn't.
up. You dig up some dirt and then you bury it.
He doesn't speak
don't-
this
you
way.
don't speak
You
like
don't
that.
speak that way.
Fuck, you
And
don't-
if,
I literally spoke like
You're
that.
from New York. It's Barry.
and if you do speak that way,
That's a fucking food.
that
It's-
is
that's
a
what it
fruit.
is.
If you do speak that way, don't speak in front of me that way.
Bury.
Is there a third way to say it? I'll meet you in the middle.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna call it a berry. That's a strawberry, a blueberry, and bury some poop. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
JT, can you pronounce this word?
Inventory.
What the hell did that have to do with anything?
He was pronouncing it inventory yesterday.
Oh, with an E?
Inventory.
No, I was making fun of
Inventory,
Jay-
yeah.
No,
Inventory.
Is that not what you said yesterday?
Jason, you're completely misremembering this entire conversation.
He does that.
I was making fun of Jason because he used to say inventory.
You just.
He used
you,
to say inventory.
lost it.
You just.
I did not.
You just
Yes,
ratted
you
on
did.
yourself
You just
by
ran on
accident.
This was less than 24 hours ago. How are you? I literally was making fun of you for saying inventory when the proper pronunciation is inventory.
Inventory sounds like a place where like people make gizmos and gadgets.
It's an
Like, it's
inventory.
the inventory.
You pronounced something else weird. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I pronounce something else weird. It wasn't this word.
What do you pronounce weird?
I can't remember.
I guess you can. I guess you could also say bury.
No, you cannot.
I just buried that
No, you
bag of
cannot.
shit over there.
So there's bury, bury, and
Bury.
Bury. Bury and bury.
How do you spell bury? Well, now I don't know how I say it.
bury sounds more correct.
How do you spell bury?
Bury?
No, it's Berry.
No,
No,
that's
no.
strawberry. So you do spell bury.
Yeah, it's
B
spelled
U R Y.
Bury, but I
So-
say it bury.
So why can't?
Bury.
So how do you say and fury?
This is your
Bury.
champion, by the way. This guy's on your side. He's trying to convince you it's Bury.
You can say bury.
like you got some Bury.
It's not
duty,
Bury.
too.
Listen, I'm not saying what I'm saying is right. It's just the way that I say it, and basically everybody I know says it.
And
it's probably an East Coast thing.
and we're
Bury.
also agreeing with the way you said it sucked.
I don't think so.
You're just really enunciating.
Yeah, that
you
was
know,
terrible.
Bury.
No, you guys are enunciating. I said Bury.
Don't like
It was jarring. All of us looked at each other when you said it.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody was just. Jason ratted on himself. Rat.
I'm so close to the word you can't pronounce. I'm just gonna say it randomly. It
I know-
starts with a P.
Philanthropist.
I know one word I can't say is vulnerable.
Yeah, no, it's that.
Vulnerable.
actually, not a P.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
I can't say that
Vulnerable.
word.
Vulnerable.
It's too hard. It's too. There's L's in it and V's and.
What words can you not pronounce? I used to never be able to pronounce soldier.
What'd you say?
Soldier,
Oh.
soldier, like that middle fucked up second grade Antonio real bad.
When I was a kid, I always just say aminal instead of animal.
That sucks.
Aminal.
That sucks.
Aminal.
Aminal? You're just
Aminal.
flipping the letters. It's
I
not
know.
even close.
I know.
What about synonym versus cinnamon?
No.
You say both of those?
I didn't really say cinnamon very often, I guess.
No French toast for you.
But cinnamon made sense to me because of cinnamon from Fruit Loops.
yes.
That's really how you learn
Fruit
how to say it.
Loops.
I mean,
Apple Jacks.
Jacks. Yeah, Apple Jacks.
They completely changed.
Cinnamon.
You saw they completely changed those guys.
They fucking whitewashed them. Honestly,
Did they really?
They really
Wait,
did.
Cinnamon was so cool and Jamaican.
I know he was great.
Oh my!
What the hell are these two things?
Oh, that looked like
Oh.
fucking.
It's just
That looked like Veggie Tales or some
Like
shit.
I loved the quirkiness.
Wait. I don't even remember him like that. I remember him with dreads. Am I wrong?
kind of do too.
Dude, I remember him with dreads.
Maybe when he took off his
His
hat?
His hat.
Did the old Apple Jacks guy have dreads, or am I crazy? Well, no.
Oh, yeah, right there, right there.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
just
you're
wearing
right.
like a hat, like a cover.
Gotcha. I thought they Mandela affected us real quick.
Yeah, but they really did. I mean, they took everything out of that.
First of all, they took away all the personality.
Really, it's
It's
so,
so much
dumb.
cooler. Do you like?
Applejack's not great.
I don't like Apple.
Really?
I don't like Apple Jacks.
All right.
Do you like marshmallow Do you like marshmallow cereal?
Yeah,
No.
I don't.
like I like Lucky Charms. I think they're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I love Tricks
I like
too.
Tricks not
Does it
marshmallows.
not have marshmallows in it?
No, it's Tricks are for kids.
They definitely have a version with marshmallows. But
Yeah, no, but he's right. I'm talking about the Lucky Charms big one. I think they have marshmallow O's probably. But no, I don't like.
Go-
But that's the
Golden
problem.
Grams. Ever had Golden Grams?
I love Golden Grams. But
The real problem with like marshmallows and especially Lucky Charms is now I'm just like kind of eating through this garbage to get to the good part, which is the marshmallow, and there's not that many.
on eBay, they sold bags of just the Lucky Charm marshmallows. You see, I feel like that's easier to eat as a snack dry than in wet milk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Either way.
My family used to get mad at me because I would like kind of just pick at the box and eat all the marshmallows, and then they just have a bag of Cheerios at the end.
That sucks.
I'm a very segmented eater, as you know.
He is.
Like I'll eat the fries before I eat a burger, and it has to be separate. When I ate Lucky Charms, I would literally like go through the pain of eating all of the shit cereal, like just the grain, and then at the end I'd have a final bowl of marshmallows, and it would be like a reward for getting through the shit.
It says
I
a
like
lot.
that.
It says a lot about it. It does.
I don't know why I was such a picky eater like that. I must have had those, those like compartmentalized trays that kids used to eat on.
What do you mean you must have used to have?
I
Did
must
you
have-
did
I
you
don't-
have them?
I-
What does that mean?
Sometimes I think about how I don't really remember like my childhood very much.
there are a lot of times you don't remember 10 minutes ago.
I know, but I'm saying like I remember like for some reason I feel like I remember the memories. I don't feel like I remember the actual events. You know what I mean?
No, we've come through a lot of checkpoints where you have a lot of feelings about things for sure.
I don't know.
Danny felt like he threw a baseball at some point 10 years ago.
No, I definitely did that in like a Michaels or something.
Stop
Or-
doing
not
that.
Michaels. That's
Stop
not Michaels.
doing
art
that.
That's an
store?
art store. No, the one it's right across the street. It's in the
Models?
Sporting Authority, I think now.
Sports
I
Authority.
think it's
Whatever.
Dick's now. Or,
Oh, Dick's. Yeah, now it's Dick's.
Now it's
But it
Dick's.
used to be Models or Sports. I don't. What? It doesn't matter.
my point is, there's a lot of feelings going on inside that man.
I have a question. If you get a phone call and you don't know the number, do you pick it up?
I've been getting about, not even exaggerating, 10 a day, and I haven't picked up a single one.
Oh,
See, because people make a big deal about it. Like, you ever see somebody like look and go, like Martin did this the other day. He was like 314, 314.
crazy.
Is that Brooklyn?
Should I answer or not? It's like if you don't know who it is, just fucking pick it up and say hello.
It's not even that. It's there's no way thinking about whose number it is gonna help. If it's not in the phone, you don't know who it is.
Like I feel like there's this weird fear of like if you pick up the phone and it's like somebody can do something to you. It's just pick it up and answer. If you don't know, go bye, boom.
Yeah.
That's it.
It really just depends if I did something, if like I ordered something or something's going on. If it's just a normal Tuesday and a random phone number calls me, I'm not picking up. Just not doing it.
I pick up everything. Maybe that's bad. I don't know.
I don't know.
When you're getting like 10 a day and it's all telemarketers and shit, I
Well,
think I
yeah.
gotta like go tell people to stop selling my data.
The
But you
10
get numb to it.
Yeah, you got to get your name off a list or something.
Yeah.
And I have a fair share of telemarketers too, but like I don't know. I feel like
Are you rude? Like, do you after you hear it's telemarketer, you just hang up, or are you like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
thank you, I'm good.
I just hang up. They're all fake anyway. It's all big robots.
I don't.
Maybe.
I mean-
Yeah, but so that means they're all collecting all those times you were rude, and when they take over, like this guy was a dick to me when I tried to call his house.
And if it's a real person, I just say no, can't. Not right now. I'm in the middle of something. Call me back.
That's so many
Tell them
words.
to call you
Dude, that's
back.
but that doesn't stop the problem.
Yeah, it kicks the can down the road, and then eventually they get the gist.
Why not just say not interested?
I mean, it's the same shit.
You say call me back later.
It's the same shit. What are they gonna mark me down? This maybe
Yes.
he's interested.
Bro,
Yeah,
actually,
no.
yes, they
Yes,
will.
no,
Absolutely.
Yes,
Are you kidding me?
absolutely they
And
will.
then they'll call me again, and I'll say, not now. I like to string them along. If they're gonna inconvenience me, I'm gonna inconvenience them and make them think.
And further inconvenience yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an inconvenience for me. It's 2 seconds. I say, I don't want to talk right now. Call me back. Boom.
Stop saying the call me back
Why?
part.
If you,
Also, I'm not talking on a landline phone. I don't know why I keep hanging up like this.
you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna be like, oh no, I'm busy right now. You could call me back, but at this number, and just give them Danny's number and see how many times it gets
No.
called a day.
Don't do that, please.
And before we get into some news, we are very close to 700 patrons.
Very close.
I think we're
Razor close.
We're very close. Less than 20, less than 15. By the time you see this, possibly less than 10. So patreon.com/piggyboys, you get year plus of extra content, almost 500 posts,
And then our moms.
access to our moms.
I know the moms are coming to the house.
I thought I had to sneeze for a second there. I'm gonna be honest.
You know, my mom has never been to this house.
She's seen the outside
Yeah, I guess so.
more than most moms.
My mom actually made a great joke yesterday. She was like, I finally get into the Picky Boys house, and all I had to do was create 700 fake accounts.
Dude, my dad, every single time, we're like, oh yeah, we're at this amount of patrons, we're at this. Like, yeah, I know, I really got the guys working on all the extra emails. I'm like, congratulations, it'd be cool. But no, honestly, if he's willing to put in that work, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Is there ever going to be a dad's podcast?
No,
I don't
no, there will not.
I don't think so.
No, there will not.
No?
No, there won't. Unless, no, there won't. No. We'll see. After Danny's bear cage, maybe we'll do it. People keep sending me videos of just
The bear cube.
of bear cubes. Yeah,
This is crazy. I can't believe I agreed to that.
you did. And
No,
it's,
there was a different Danny that day. Danny would never agree to that.
I don't know.
Danny that I know.
yeah, but now it's binding its contract. Get the clip, send it to him.
True.
All right, Jason, what do you got for us?
All right, so this is a priest from Pennsylvania who spent $41K in church funds on mobile games. He was
Jesus.
spending it on Candy Crush, Pokemon Go, and Mario Kart Tour.
Mario Kart Tour.
Respect.
Good use.
That's not so bad.
41,000. What level? How bad do you suck at Candy Crush that you need to spend 41,000?
I didn't know that was possible.
Well, yeah, the Candy Crush, you can only play a certain number of levels a day, and then you run out of tokens, and you can buy more. Or what people used to do, and someone told this priest, is you just like set the clock forward on your phone.
I think they got away with that. I think
yeah.
they're done with that.
Because then, like back in 2015, my mom, her phone was set in like the year 2030. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
Yeah, no adult was more tech savvy than the peak age of Candy Crush.
Yeah.
So I didn't know my grandmother even knew how to set her date on her phone, let alone every day.
He's saying that his personal bank card and the parish credit card were linked to his iPhone, and so it was a legitimate mix-up. I don't think that's true.
Second question then.
40,000.
This guy is making enough in this church where leisurely he could spend 41,000.
You know what? I have no idea how much a priest makes.
Oh.
Not a clue. I mean, I know it's not that.
It's not enough
much,
to just drop 41,000.
But how much do you think is a yearly priest salary?
I don't want to say it because I think I'm probably going to be wrong either way if this guy spent 41,000 just off rip.
Zero idea here either. I could take a guess, and I would
All
say.
right, wait. Don't.
wait.
Time out.
I'm not going to press enter.
Yeah, but then
Well,
it'll
yeah,
show
it
up
might
with a
show up, it might show
suggestion.
up.
All right.
TV timeout.
Okay.
It's right there.
Okay.
Now, priests, they're supposed to live this life close to Jesus or whichever prophet they admire.
Yeah, but
And they're supposed to live, this life of poverty, basically.
Yes.
But they're,
yes.
they get housing provided by the church because they sleep there, right?
Yes.
they? I
But
actually
but
don't know.
Jesus
They
is
do.
Jesus is closer to the sky, and it's easier to get up there if you just stack your bills up there.
If you sit on a pile of money.
Sit on a pile of money.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's another good point. Regardless of their annual income, how much money is a priest spending on his day to day?
41,000 on.
Pokemon Go.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 55,000.
Oh my God, that's so high. I think that's so high.
I'm going to say that this guy spent a year's worth and it's 41,000.
You gotta pay them enough to not, you know,
No, wait, I change.
you gotta pay them enough to not do all the bad priest things, you know.
That's not
I don't-
working, so I don't think they're getting paid a lot.
I change, and I'm going to say that they live in the church, they eat in the church, all that gets provided for them, and then they make $20,000 a year.
Okay.
As cash.
Okay. I
Cold
think
hard cash from the basket.
I think it's going to depend, as in, it's going to go pope, deacon, priest, yada, 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 bishop. A priest, normal priest, they definitely have another job on the side. I'm going to go.
Well, they definitely don't have another job on the side.
For sure, they have another job on the
Have
side.
you ever seen a priest with another job on the
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
Just because he does not in the collar, I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe not Catholic priests, but definitely.
Oh,
Like lots
yeah.
of teachers are like, oh yeah, and I do Sunday service. So.
That's true. I'm talking specifically about Catholic priests
Okay,
right
okay.
now. The
Oh,
ones
I
that
don't
are really committed to it, like
Some of them are teachers at fucking high schools and
that's
shit.
true.
So I'm going to say,
I don't know. Did they get double salary for that?
I don't know.
I'll say 35K. And Danny's going 55.
I will. Yeah,
That's so high.
55.
120,000.
Everyone's 20.
I always forget that other priests are
Oh, wow.
not.
Oh, I crushed that.
See, the Catholic priests do get higher.
48.
48 to 560, bro.
560K. Whoa, I didn't read
Yeah.
the second part.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, so the average
In New York, Roman Catholic priests, 88,000 to 130,000 per year.
Jesus. Well, on ZipRecruiter it's 24 to 63. Oh, Roman Catholic. Sorry, the cool ones.
Priests on ZipRecruiter.
Also, the average was 37K. I said 35. Almost nailed that right on the head, and it was up 14% from 2014.
You did.
560. How much does the Pope make? Gotta ask that, right? Gotta go to number one. You can't make more than the Pope.
I feel like, does he even make anything, or just
Oh.
everything he just is just given to him,
That's the same.
regardless of what he asks
How much-
for?
How much is the
Bro, the
pop?
president makes money. 32,000 per month. Is that what I saw?
Yeah. But he refused to get any of the money.
Instead, he donates his monthly salary of but he has a
Very,
monthly.
very, very popish of him.
Very popish, but he does have a monthly salary if he didn't donate of 32,000.
And he also he doesn't need money because he everybody travels for him. He gets whatever food he wants.
Doesn't he get like carried wherever he goes on by four
well,
men?
no. Now it's the Pope Mobile.
Oh, okay.
Who decides that? Like, who decided 32,000 a month?
Somebody in the church. I don't know.
You think they have so much money? They're like, how much should we get the Pope? I'm like, 32,000 a month should be fine.
What does bread cost these days?
Yeah, 70,000.
What I didn't know is you're supposed to give 10% of your salary to the church.
Yeah.
Who?
I did not know that.
Who?
Common people, like,
Yeah, like
If you
as
go
a
to a church-
parishioner,
yeah.
Suck my ass cheeks.
I didn't know that either. That's
and people do it. It's not just the fucking basket. People, ever see those envelopes? Those envelopes have some fucking fat stacks in them, bro. And it's all untaxed. Cha-ching, God.
I'm gonna refrain from refrain from my opinions there, but do what you got to do. Whatever makes you happy.
Either way, the Pope's balling.
Dude, I
How
think
much
they're
is
either-
32,000 a month? It's like,
So much.
yeah, 400,000 a year or something like that.
Yeah, close. Yeah, pretty much.
I think you're supposed to give 10%, or don't people also say you're supposed to give 10% to charity?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of that rule of thumb?
And it would have gone there if the government wasn't taking 40% of it, and it would go there. Have the government take 20, the church and donations can get 10.
True.
At this rate, at this level, at least, if you're making 32,000 a month, I get donating to. He gets pampered anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That it's easy to refuse the money when you get everything anyway. Not saying the Pope isn't a good guy. Seems like a fine
Oh,
guy.
you're saying? Oh, now you. But I mean, he could still be taking it. He's not, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
There are people making way more, giving way less. To be fair.
You know what I never knew? The old Pope quit. And I never really looked into that.
Well, how do you step down as a pope?
You'd usually just die. It's
Yeah.
like a till death do us part type job. And the old Pope just stepped away. I think something's off there.
Well, yeah, I think it has to do with the whole, Catholic Church,
Oh yeah. Okay.
boys
Let's
thing.
yeah, well, let's not get demonetized.
I think something's
here.
off there. Yeah, it was pretty public.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're on Patreon.
But I didn't know was it that that's the
I mean,
No,
I don't
he's,
think there was
he's
ever.
just guessing. I
No,
think.
I don't think there was ever an official, stepping down letter or reason. But yeah, that was definitely why.
I think it's just people also on the flip end could just get old and be like, oh, my brain. Just like, why would you want to,
But this new pope is cool. He rides a motorcycle.
And I think people like
He
the
refused the monthly boy in the salary.
Wow, okay.
Oh.
Danny was the guy literally 30 seconds ago going, oh, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Okay.
Made
Whatever,
the joke immediately.
He's a good guy. He said no.
That's enough out of you.
Okay, whatever.
I have,
Speaks to his
I
character.
have a question back to the 41K. I have a question back to 41K. Do you think that the brain goes, oh, I'm going to spend this 41K on whatever I want, or the 41K is spent, you don't realize it, and then you're like, oh, God, I need this money. Take it from the church. Do you think it was take from the church after you fucked up, or think about it, take from the church, have fun?
I think I think this was like $2,000 a month over 2 years or something.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
And you don't see the charges on
But-
your card? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No. Oh, I don't think this was an accident.
Right.
I think that he, like, let's say he spent $1,000 the first 2 weeks, and then he's waiting for his next paycheck from the church, and he's like, well, if I'm waiting for my next paycheck from the church, let me just use the card anyway, and I'll put the money back. And maybe he did put the money back the first time, and then he just fell into this dark habit of candy crushing and Mario Karting.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a full 41,000 on the parish funds. I thought it was like it could have been like half and half. Like he ran out of money and then no, it's fully 41K.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
no, he just
So it was $100K of his own then, and then he ran out and started using the parish funds. I think.
no 41,000.
Well, that's what. Well,
Wait,
his excuse is that it was his personal card and the parish credit card, and it got mixed up.
First of all,
So JT's saying that if he spent 41,000 of the parish funds,
Yes.
he must have also spent 41,000 of his own money.
Yeah.
I think that could also just be an excuse, a little white lie,
Yeah.
a little holy lie.
a little holy lie. Having a parish credit card is kind of cool, though. It's like,
True.
just put it on the church.
Put it on the
put it on-
company.
Put it on the
I
church,
picture it
dude.
looking very cool. It has like a cross on it.
For sure,
yeah.
cross on it.
I mean, you definitely have to pay the extra money to get,
No,
your own design on
no,
it.
you don't. Put it on the card, brother.
Yeah.
True.
All right, let's get off the church before Danny ruins it again.
Fuck.
Don't what the fuck me. Don't what the fuck me.
Oh please, it's a joke.
You know what I thought about? I was driving and there was a little gnat in my car, like a little bug. And I was thinking, wow, wherever I park and get out, this thing will never find its home again.
True.
Thinking about that.
If he leaves the car.
If he leaves the car. And I made him leave the car. I was like, you can't stay here.
But I do
You don't
think
have to go home. You can't stay.
I do think the lifespan of a gnat is like 2 days. So really, it's just like he lived the second half of his life somewhere else.
All right, let's
You had
do,
a midlife crisis in your car.
Yeah.
yeah. Or he wanted to leave his family in the first, because the first hour of his life is like 20 years. He's like, oh, I got to get out of here. And he got in the car. What about a longer lifespan bug then? Like a spider. That's never finding its web again.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
If it has a little nest with little nest.
You know how they say that? How like time, like a gnat, like 2 days is his whole life. So every hour is like a year or whatever. People also say the opposite is like if you lived for 3,000 years, then like 1 month would be like a day. But I don't know if that would really feel like that. Like, do you think you would feel that if you were to live for 3,000 years? Like, time would move faster almost?
For sure. I think that's how it scientifically works also.
I think-
not to be the bore of the conversation.
If you live for 3,000 years, bro, I think that I think the human brain can only hold so much. I think you'd only remember the past couple hundred years. Like if you think you probably couldn't even remember what you were doing, what your job was, or anything 1,500 years ago. How could you remember that?
Or there's an argument that because things change so much that you can live that long, maybe you can remember that much. Like you're not a person anymore, kind of. Also, anybody that lives for 3,000 years, how can you really be a person? That's so
you can't
much.
really care about like any like personal relationship.
After if I lived to 3,000 years plus, after the first 200 years, I don't think I care about a single person. I watched my family die 3 times. I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
Every war you see, you'd be like, humans are so silly, they never learn.
You see, you just said it right there. You talk like you're not a human in your conversation. In your own inner dialogue, you're like, these peasant humans.
History is a cycle.
Yeah.
I see what's happening.
I've seen so many. I think if Danny lived to 3,000 years, he'd be a full-on menace.
You think so?
I think so.
I think
Isn't that crazy? One more thing. That he would be watching the Jets lose for 3,000 years. Isn't that crazy?
I'd get my time. My time would come.
I don't know about that.
I think you could also. This is gonna sound really terrible, but
no.
it's like similarly to how humans do enjoy, building and maintaining a relationship with a pet and then it dies, I think that's just how you would start treating your friends and family.
That's horrible.
And because at the end of the day, like, the facts are the facts. Like, I can still have a fun 100 years with you, but I know you're going to die. And then I'm going to have to move on. I can't, like, waste my life,
Now you could spend the next.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's what it is.
Like, you are in this scenario. You are completely correct. It's just we're not. I can't live for 3,000 years, so I'm thinking about it in terms of.
But it's almost inspiring. The point being is that, like, you can still learn to love and have a fun relationship and a meaningful relationship with something that you will outlive.
Right, but there's a very thin line where it comes to something that you don't want to do anymore versus like you do, and you're like. Oh, well, I'm going to live past you anyway, almost like that.
Yeah, well, you never say that. That's the one thing you can't say.
That's the unsayable saying.
Yeah,
It
can't say that. What I also never understood about that stuff is that all these movies of, vampires or whatever, that people live so long, and they get whole new families, and no one goes, wow, Uncle Bob's been looking the same age for a long time. Do you think like, you have to get so into character that you would have to start spray painting your hair gray and stuff
until everyone's pretending to age?
Yeah, until everyone's gone. Like, you whirl around the wheelchair, but as soon as they're all gone, you just get up and go play baseball.
I think every 10 years you gotta dump everyone and go find a new identity.
That's crazy.
You're even shortening it more. Why? For what?
Because otherwise they will notice you not aging. I think 10 years they can be like, wow, you look great. You look just like you did at 20 when you're 30. And then, but beyond that, people are going to be like, how does he actually not have a wrinkle? He doesn't have fucking...
I think I would... Stage to death.
Stage
to death.
I would start getting very good at... Yeah, but that's even sadder.
It is.
Because now you're making their 100 years sad.
You could do a 20-year period. The third...
Bro, if you look the same at 40 as you did
at
20.
The 20 to 25 to 45 range, a lot of people look very similar.
They do and they don't.
Yeah, but
bro, no one looks
20 to 40.
You can pass it off. Yeah.
I think you got to be 35.
You ever see an actor? You go, holy shit! Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but
they
also
look exactly the same.
You've never seen that actor wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you saw them wake up in the morning, you go, God,
But who's to say this guy doesn't have his bad morning days? Just because he's invincible doesn't mean
he can live to 3,000 plus.
I guess so. I don't know.
Shorten it down to 10 years is crazy. That's why I even do that to anybody. Just live as a nomad.
Oh, I mean, for sure, you're going to have a period of isolationism, just like, 100 years, just like in a forest somewhere.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It's just, you might as well. There's so many years.
Do you think Keanu Reeves is that guy?
He could be that guy.
Pharrell, too.
Well, there's pictures of like an 18th century guy who's taking a portrait, and he looks exactly like Keanu Reeves, so it makes you wonder.
Yeah, but why would
Makes
you bring...
wonder.
Yeah, but why would you bring so much attention? And also, we could...
And he's so weird and mystical. He's so weird and mystical that fucking he might be that guy. There's a couple of them throughout history.
That one really looks like Peter Dinklage down there.
I don't know.
That might just be a painting of him.
Oh wait,
it's
no.
not.
Yeah, but he.
That one. I mean, I don't know. That one is close.
People with dwarfism often look similar. They have similar features.
Oh wait, no, that one's just a painting of Keanu Reeves right there. Oh yeah, transform yourself into a 50
Yeah.
second. Even that doesn't kind of even look like him.
Oh, that's fun. We should do that.
This one looks the most,
Eh.
but it's still a
Nah.
stretch.
You know what I was thinking we should do? There's a website. I don't even know what it's called, but where you can find your twin.
I don't even want to.
And you can see who looks exactly like you. And I don't know if it's like on a upvote system where people vote up the person who looks like you, but I think it'd be interesting.
I think, and I know this is not ideal, but in this 3,000 year situation, maybe you like start at 20 years old and then you age to 100, and then like a fucking snake shedding its skin, you become 20 again.
Well, that's ideal. And that's the workaround.
How much good do you want from this scenario?
Yeah.
Like that's
Too good to be
also,
true.
every time I shed from my cocoon, I also get $1 million, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like. All
I mean,
right.
I prefer that over the like, what if it was just like a bouncing, it's like you live your life normally, you age, and then you Benjamin Button back, and then you reverse Benjamin Button, which is really just aging again.
You go back down to a fetus.
No, you can't go to a fetus.
You won't remember anything then. from your past life.
Well, you still remember all these things. This is magic, JT.
I'm sorry.
JT, you idiot! This is magic, of course. No, I
I feel like that's harder to explain, the Benjamin Button thing.
I feel like it's easier just to. Can't we just bounce from 20 to 80 and back to 20 and back to 80?
Is that real, Benjamin Button?
No, Dan. No, of course it's
Well,
not
no, and like a
real.
disease like that. Like, obviously, it's not like, oh, he's becoming a baby again. But that's not really what Benjamin Button was either. I mean,
That's
was,
exactly what
he
it
was
was.
physically aging in reverse, but mentally, I think he was he was a smart baby. I think.
He definitely could not talk. when
My
he was a
question-
baby.
Wait, how was he birthed?
I was about to
Bird's
ask
an
that.
old man.
How was the mom dead?
No. He wasn't a fully grown old man. He was an old baby.
No. He was like a senile, like rickety old man.
That's what he was when he was like 3.
Yeah, but
then how did
he pop
How
out?
did he pop out?
Are you talking about the Brad Pitt movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like pops out. I don't even know if he came from a woman, to be honest.
Benjamin Button, 1 year old.
No, 0 years old.
No, it's. Oh yeah, that's true. It's 0 when you
Benjamin
pop out.
Button birth film.
Show the full Benjamin Button being birthed.
He was like
Painting.
he was in the fetal position. And he was this wrinkly old man.
Oh
Ah!
no, he was an old baby.
no, this is a fucking.
Oh, Benjamin Button liked disease. I told you it was real.
No,
No,
it's not
this is
real,
it,
dude.
Danny. This person was not.
No, yeah, see, he was a tiny man.
Yeah, no,
Look at that.
no, bro.
Wired is that's him.
No, he came out as a tiny little.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I said he came out as
This
just
is
an
it, this is
old
it, right?
baby. Yeah, he came out as an old baby.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, look, it's the prosthesis. It's the prop they used. Look at the bottom right.
Ew.
Oh,
Ugh.
Oh.
they can control its movements.
I don't think they had to give him a little penis.
Fully.
we
fu-
can't.
oh, we can buy that. Does Heritage Auctions?
I don't want to show that on here.
Danny.
Wow.
I don't want. We're not buying that.
I mean, I don't know what.
All
I
right,
would
so
do
he
with
was
that.
birthed as an old baby,
Yeah.
It's like a baby but old.
Yeah.
and Danny thought that this was real.
Yes.
No. Well, I said, is there anything like it? And there obviously is. 'Cause
No,
somebody-
it's not.
No, there's
Danny.
not,
It's just
Danny.
someone
It's
who fucking
impossible.
has some.
It's someone who looks old as a baby,
Bro, it's-
and then they're not gonna get younger.
They're not.
No, they're
getting
not-
Wait,
they're
wait,
not
wait,
gonna
type
get
in
younger.
Benjamin Button.
It's like saying
old.
Hasbulla is Benjamin Button.
That causes children to age rapidly.
Age rapidly,
So
yeah.
it's really only the.
Yeah, it's Benjamin Button, but just sadder. It's,
Oh, Benjamin Button is by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I didn't know that.
maybe that's why it
Is
sucked.
that Gatsby? Who's that?
Yeah, it's Gatsby guy.
That's why that movie sucked.
Type in Benjamin Button old. I want to see what he looks like as the baby.
He looks like a Brad Pitt brother.
No, old.
He means young.
Yeah, old young.
He wants to see how he dies.
Yeah.
Well, he dies as a baby. She's holding him in his arms. That's how the movie ends.
Yeah.
It gets
Yeah.
very it gets very dicey.
He's literally a baby.
It gets dicey because he like banged her and then he becomes a baby and she's holding him. It's kind of strange. Honestly.
Yeah,
the
that
movie's
is
the
weird,
movie's
actually.
very weird.
Yeah.
And no,
That movie asks philosophical questions that do not need to be answered.
yeah, it's like you just don't need
I
that.
don't,
You don't
I
need
don't
all
want to
that.
bring that.
Yeah, we don't need all that. It's just a confusing mess. But Brad Pitt when he's 18, 20, that's a smoke
Oh,
show.
yeah.
That's a smoke show in this movie.
This is
Careful.
new.
Careful.
I said 18, 20.
What about when he ages beyond it?
Ask her that, not me. I didn't do it. She was holding him as a baby.
This is new.
You like this?
New
Oh.
Antonio.
Polo.
Congratulations. I like that. Who got it for you?
This doesn't feel genuine at
Yeah,
all.
no, I don't
It
like.
is.
I don't
I'm
like.
just.
I don't want to give you answers because I feel like I'm being set up for something.
Why can't I fucking just hang out and ask my friends questions? This is like malarkey.
No one believes this. Whatever's going on.
Well, that's on you.
I'm
It was
gonna-
genuine.
I'm gonna bounce.
You thank you, No, you know what? You could have said thank you, Danny, for noticing. It is
Noticing
new.
what? You didn't say anything.
I said it's new. It's nice.
That's all you said.
I said it's new and nice. It's nice and new.
No one believes the nice.
All right.
I have a question about that though.
Yeah, it looks like a
I
Kanye
don't
West
have the
album.
answer.
What is that?
I have no idea.
It's,
Someone got it.
it's just a square drawing of
I like
Mount
it,
Everest.
Honestly.
Yeah, I like it too.
Notice no one asks about Danny's shirt.
Some Turks and
Where-
Caicos.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's just a
Not new.
It's a classic. It's a classic like vacation shirt. It's like the tiny little thing on the back and then the full graphic on the back.
Where is Turks and Caicos? Are they two separate places? Or are they just always together?
Fantastic question. I think it's 2 countries on one island.
You never been?
I think no,
Oh.
I've never been.
So poser.
Yeah, my parents got it for me.
They went.
It's a souvenir.
That's funny to bring back
Fuck
something
you.
like.
Hey, I asked about it. Thank me.
Let's see Turks and Caicos.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it just one place?
I think so.
Oh,
But why does it have an and in it?
Well, because
You should just be Turcaicos.
it's like Johnson and Johnson's.
This looks like every.
Jason, how about you have some fun?
Yeah.
That looks beautiful. If you think I wouldn't be there right now, dead wrong.
It does look beautiful. Look at that fucking water.
Oh my god, that's my
Christ
favorite
almighty.
color. I want to go to
Oh wait,
Turks.
no, look at the yeah, look right there. That's the Turks. That's the Caicos.
I'd like to go to Cockburn Town. I want to see what they're
Is
up
it the
to.
capital?
I want to see what they're up to over there.
after an afternoon on a naked beach, that could be you.
We are children. All right, I think we can end it here. I think we can end it here. But before anything else, Big Sand. What does that one say?
Big Sand City.
Oh,
Their names are so uncreative. There's a lot of sand here. There's a Big Sand City.
all right.
Let's get the
All
hell
right,
out
let's
of
go,
here.
let's go to Turks and Caicos. JT, tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at the JBalls.
Danny?
You can find me at Danny is watching on Instagram.
You can find me at Ant Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
The Picky Boys on Instagram and Twitch, and don't forget to follow the gaming channel and our TikTok.